Let us talk about content that attracts our ideal prospects and our ideal clients. Okay, so this video is made for those inside of the financial planning community who might be struggling to attract, their ideal clients. And that's clients who are qualified. Qualified not just on a monetary level, but also qualified based on an, serious or focused level. So they actually have to want to get started with us today. You have those two things. If they have money and they're financially qualified, and they're qualified based on their eagerness to get started, that's when you really hit the gold mine. But the thing that most people struggle with is how to create content that actually speaks to them. Oftentimes what happens is there's a million different things that happen, but the most prevalent is we either get on the phone with someone and they say, I'm, for lack of better words, they're financially challenged. Or they'll get on the phone, they'll come up with a billion reasons why right now is not the correct time for them to get started with us. Now, my job is always to show people how to prevent that from happening. I can't say 100% is going to stop from happening, but we lower that percentage that someone's going to, not be ideal when they get on the phone. And we do that with our content. Now, our content is designed to be able to pull in and attract the people who are struggling with this specific issue that we solve, or they are really, really motivated to get started now. And we basically just kind of push back the people who are not either qualified or who are not motivated. Because our time starts to become very valuable, especially when you start utilizing what I show you inside of these videos and you start booking more appointments and getting more consultations and people just get on the phone with you and you start getting enough people to where you can start saying, I don't think it's a good fit. I don't think we're going to work together well. And you start pushing people away. Now, content is very misunderstood because a lot of people think that content is what actually causes people to want to sign up and work with us on the spot. And it does to some degree, but that is not the only function of content. Content is really designed to get people to raise their hand and create leads for us to follow up for our, either for our first sales process or for our follow-up process. Now, if you've been struggling to create content, it's generally because we're not going and speaking to the correct either current situation or correct ideal situation. So for example, if you are speaking in either your blog post or your video or your speaking engagement, and the message is to someone who is making zero money and we're going to help you go and get financially stable. And now if you want to go get some financial stability, come and schedule a consultation with me. That's going to attract a different audience than if your message is about affluence. We're already at stability, but maybe we're just not reaching the income level we want. Or maybe we're just not moving to our goals as fast. Okay, now when you get that person on the phone, it's going to be a little bit different because they have money and they're trying to go and reach for more. Now there's another level you can go to where it's maybe you have more, but you want to keep going even faster. You want to either reassess your current plan or make sure that we're actually going in the right direction. Maybe you just want a second opinion of someone who can show you exactly what you need to do. And then you're going to start learning over time exactly who your ideal prospect is. Now, it's slightly different for every single person. Some people like retirement planning, but even then in retirement, there's different stages. So some people are, just entering the workforce. Maybe they're in their mid 30s. There's some people who are in their 40s to 50s, 60s. That's a different message for each one of those people. So we have to understand how to start making content, and then we're going to start honing in our content over time as we get more and more appointments. And then pretty soon you start noticing that, wow, all my appointments are basically the same conversation over and over again. And at the end of the call, they all basically want to get started right now. And when you're looking at someone like that, like some of my clients, you might say, wow, that's just magic. They're like like they used to call it like rainmakers. But when you start to learn, and I'm showing you exactly what to do, and you start to implement these processes, then you start noticing, wow, maybe it's not magic. I only have to do basically five things consistently. And then once I do those consistently and I'm starting making more money, then I can just, bring in someone else to do it consistently or use some kind of software to do that same thing consistently. And then you start thinking, well, why did it take me so long to figure out how to do this? And it's generally not, our fault why we don't know what to do, because we haven't been shown what to do. Generally inside of this industry, a lot of the people that are either a little bit more experienced or older, they didn't really have access to the internet like we did. They didn't really have access to all the different avenues and different channels that we have that we can reach out to qualified people. So they're basically still stuck in the past because maybe they've never actually had taken the time to learn how to utilize the internet to go and get in front of qualified people. So they do the old, go take people to dinner, maybe go do business cards, maybe go mail stuff in, go do a couple speaking engagements, go to networking events. And they work and they snowball eventually, but if you want to go faster, you want to be able to reach out and start building your audience now so you don't have to wait, 3 years of financial struggle, maybe having to get 3 jobs in order to go and reach your prospects. Okay? So if you want to actually go in and reach your goals and financial planning a little bit faster, I recommend you go check out our free community. Okay? So inside I give you resources, tips, trainings, and tools to show you step by step how to start attracting clients who actually, one, are financially qualified, but two, are also motivated enough to get started with you right now. Now, if you want to learn how to do that, again, I created this community for you. Okay? Because when I was, just basically what the hardest thing for me is whenever I'm on LinkedIn and I'm going about my day, and then someone comes and reaches out and says, "Hey, man, you know, I want to learn exactly what to do," and I can't just sit there and explain to them step by step in like a 5-minute message. So I created this community for people like that who want to know exactly what they need to do in order to grow their financial planning business faster. Okay, so you can get to a certain point and you don't have to worry about money anymore. Or so you get to a certain point so it becomes easy. There's a lot of people watching this right now who, they might be at a pretty good level. Maybe they're making 5 figures with their current, financial practice or planning practice, and they want to get to that 6-figure level. Maybe they want to get to that mid 6-figure level, but they can't really get over that little hump, that 5-figure hump, and get past that 6-figure mode. Now, if that's you, okay, this is probably one of the best locations for you in this either economic state or just this time period now, because there are people out there who need and want to work with you right now. You just have to learn how to start building that content to start attracting them. So if you've been struggling, come and join us inside of our community by clicking the link either above or below the video. We'd love to see you inside the community. Now, hopefully you enjoyed watching this video. Have a great day. I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you later.